So today I'm going to be talking to us about the two kinds of excellence. The two kinds of excellence. We have two major kinds of excellence. And I'm going to be talking to us about personal excellence and performance excellence. The two kinds of excellence. Personal excellence and performance excellence. The two kinds of excellence. So let's take it one by one. We're going into personal excellence. Personal excellence. Please give me Job 37:23. Job 37:23. Okay. Is the screen here not coming on? Oh, good. It says, as for the Almighty, we cannot find him. He is excellent in power, in judgment, and abundant justice. He does not oppress. He says, as for the Almighty, he is excellent in power. He's talking about the person of the Almighty now. It's not about his doings now. He's talking about his person. He is excellent in power. So the Almighty himself is excellent. Not about his doing now, but he's talking about his personality, his person, his character, his attributes, his configuration, his person. He is excellent. He is excellent. The Almighty. I know we've seen about God doing excellent things, but here he's talking about beyond him doing excellent things, he himself is excellent. God is excellent. He is excellent in power, in judgment, and in abundant justice. He is excellence. So that tells me that personal excellence is not about what you do, but about who you are. Personal excellence is not about what you do, but it's about who you are. Aside what you do, who are you? Then we are talking about personal excellence. It's not about what you do, it's about who you are. You know, personal excellence is about how you do things, the things you do. That's what reveals who you really are. When no man is seeing you, when nobody is seeing you, the things you do, when nobody is seeing you and will see you. Because you can do it, maybe nobody is seeing you now, but you know eventually they will still get to see you. That's not personal excellence. Personal excellence is the things you do when no man is seeing you and no man will see you. The things you do when you are interacting with yourself alone. How do you impress your own self, not impress another person? When you are interacting with yourself alone, not with other people, how do you act? How do you do? That is personal excellence. Not the things you do when people are seeing you, but the things you do when no man is seeing you or will see you. The one that no man will know about. How do you deal with it? How do you handle it? That is between you and yourself alone. That is where personal excellence is revealed. You know, Pastor once said a story. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Michelangelo's. I think so. But I know he's one of these famous painters, artists, who drew a portrait, I think, of Jesus. You know, and drew the portrait, and everybody was like, this portrait is so excellent, this portrait is so beautiful, and all that. And the guy took the portrait, and I think probably maybe destroyed it and remade it. And they were like, there was no fault in this portrait. And he said, no, the back of the portrait, the back, something was wrong with the back. And they were like, but nobody is going to see the back. The portrait is going to be hung, and what everybody is going to relate with is the front. He said, everybody might relate with the front, but me, I know that something is wrong with the back. That is personal excellence. That is not about what people relate with. It's about it's about who you are. The standard that you have created for yourself. That's personal excellence. It's not about people now. It's about you. It is what you have become by default. Personal excellence is what you have become by default. Not just what you are by purpose. And I will explain that to you. This personal excellence is the excellent you, what you have become in the area of excellence by default. Not what you have become by purpose. Although, to get to the point of personal excellence, you will start first by purpose. You will start intentionally. But eventually, you will start first by purpose. You will start intentionally. Eventually, it will become you. Initially, it might be mechanical. It might be, you starting by purpose, you being intentional about the things you do. But you get that when you are at that level, it's still on performance excellence. But by the time what you are doing on purpose, what you are doing intentionally, now takes you over. Because every excellence, whether personal or performance, you must be trained. So even if personal excellence, but by the time that thing now takes you over, that you begin to run on your own, you are on autopilot where excellence is concerned, then that's personal excellence. It's by default. It's the things you do by default. You're not even thinking to do it. It has become you. You are not thinking to do it. It's like driving. I remember when I started learning to drive. When I was still learning to drive then. By the time I drive, immediately I finish driving, I feel tired. So I tell my husband, maybe I just drive from maybe church to my house. I just feel tired. So when I come out of the car, I'll just tell my husband that, you say, Kiloshie, that's what's wrong with you. I'll be like, I've driven. And as in, he couldn't understand. And then later I got to understand because I was engaging all my faculties. I was engaging my brain. I was engaging everything. So it was tiring. Like, okay, what am I supposed to press now? Am I supposed to press the brake now? Is it the accelerator? Is it this? Is it that? I was engaging. Is that car, that car too close? Am I supposed to move to this lane? Where am I supposed to be? Who has the right of the road? I'll be asking myself, am I the one that has the right of the road? Is it the one that has the right of the road? Okay, I'm the one that has. So all those things makes it tiring to me. But now, I find out that, even with a lot on my mind, when I'm not thinking about it, I'm driving. I don't even know I don't need to remind myself who has the right of the road. I just know I'm doing the right thing. It has become automatic. I started by learning, and that was what Pastor spoke to us about, last week. I started by the learning of excellence. But the learning had moved to the point whereby it has become automatic. By default, I do things excellently. So by default, I can drive. Until you get to that point that you are not even thinking about it. There are just some things that you do by default. You are just excellent. It's not about, okay, this is how I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to. It's just natural. It becomes natural. It becomes a flow, a seamless flow. By the time you get to that point, you are dealing with personal excellence. So you might be purposeful about it in the beginning, but at that point, you have not gotten to personal excellence until when it takes you over and it becomes a seamless flow, that's when you have come to personal excellence. You know, it starts with the things you do with yourself. Personal excellence first starts with the things you do with yourself as a person before the things you do for others. It starts with the things you do for yourself as a person, before it moves to the things you do around you. It starts with the things you do for yourself as a person. You know, the things you do for yourself as a person. How you see yourself as a person. Because believe me, some people can do performance, and when I get to performance excellence, you will understand better. Some people can perform excellence without being personally excellent. It's about the things you do for yourself as a person. Don't you know, it's possible, there are some people that can spray body spray or perfume without taking their bath. No, I'm not talking to you. Is it? Okay, don't worry, just look straight so that your neighbor won't know it's you. Should we get there? Should we enter the bedroom? I'm hearing no. Yeah, Pastor, don't let this thing get to. You know, it's the things you do. Some people will spray body spray, perfume. You know yourselves now. The one that is even worse is those people that used to spray mouth spray without brushing their teeth. One day I had to teach my daughter. I said, see, sanitizer is not a replacement for washing your hands. Your hand is dirty, but you sanitize. Say, I'm killing the germs. For some people, they can look nice. When they show up, you say, wow. See how this person is looking pink. Looking altogether lovely. They look nice. Fine clothes. They've ironed the clothes. Gator, that can cut your hand. They look clean shoes. You can't fault the look. Clean shoes, shining shoes. Trousers ironed with gator in front. Shirt ironed, starched. When they show up, at work, everybody at work, wow. But the underwear is screaming. The underwear is screaming. That underwear they've been wearing it for 2 weeks without washing. That's not personal excellence. It's first what you do with yourself. Or you look pretty, you make up. Wow, all the brothers just look and say, wow, what a beaut. Because of how pretty you look. But, Omoto, you are that pretty. And the brother, that is liking you, is just wondering that she looks good, she smells good. But the hair that you've refused to shave, the hair on your head, you will make it. You will make that one. That one, I have to make my hair. You make your hair, the one on your head. You will make it. Look, always in the salon. But the hair in the other parts of your body, those ones are crying for attention. That look in our direction too, ma. Help us too. Help us. Look in our direction. We need help here. But the one people will see is the one you are after. That's not personal excellence. You are conscious about the one people will see. But you are not conscious about the one that, you relate with, the one you will see. I'm not deceived though. And they say a boy is buffing up. All those boys that used to buff up and down. Their boxers is everything to them. Is their towel. Their boxers, towel is their towel. The boxers is their pajamas. Is their underwear. Is everything. Everything to them. play clothes. That same, not different, or that same boxers. They will now come and say, hi, babe, hi, babe. You will now be smelling cologne. Say, oh, it smells nice. Oh. That's why a lot of people are shocked in marriage. Say, but I thought you were neat. You're laughing. You two, you're laughing. Or you lay your bed. You know, for those of you that probably are students, or even those of you that are married, at least your spouse is there. You lay your bed. When someone enters your room, they say, wow, this room is clean. But all they need to do is go and check the bed sheets that you've laid. You know how to lay your bed, but you don't know how to wash bed sheets. You know, some people they like to be neat without being clean. Oh, deep. Some people just like to be neat. Okay, it's not you, but you've had a roommate like that before. Maybe when you were still a student. Let me see your hand. You've had a roommate like that. But it's not you, it's not you. You are not the roommate that was like that. They will just take the tile and, arrange it where it's supposed to be. Arrange the room and all that. You enter the kitchenette, you say, wow, but don't open the cupboard. When you open the cupboard, you say, all the wow you are seeing is on the surface. So inside the cupboard is amala pot, semo pot, everything. So, like Pastor said, that nonsense of we want to make it soft. That's the greatest defeat of personal excellence. That Koti is soft. Koti is soft. 3 days, cockroach has died inside. Koti is soft. What happened to plastic spoon? What happened to hot water? Because once you can't stand something, you just can't stand it. That's personal excellence. Personal excellence. I don't know. Some people are pulling me. I want to move on. All the good-looking brothers, you say, wow, that guy is a buffer. Let him not remove his shoe. Buffer, as all of us are in church like this, let's just remain like this. The way we are all looking nice. If we say start removing your shoe, people will have to run out of this place. Because some people's socks. Some people don't know that they actually wash socks. Some people don't know that socks are supposed to be washed. You just go. Just say, which socks? You check inside the shoe, you bring it out, and you wear it again. So now, everybody is happy until you remove your socks. When you remove your shoe, when you remove your shoe, everybody says, okay, no. There's one smell, one odor. And you two, you are joining them to say there's one odor. Meanwhile, it's your socks. But yet you look good though. See, if you don't, that's personal excellence. If you don't look good at all, then you are not even excellent. You are not even excellent. But you can be excellent performing and not excellent personally. And there are so many people like that. You look good, you deck up. Those of you that don't take your bath but bath up, say, I'm already late. Just wear clean clothes. Say, And then you have people that are not helping you around you that are saying, hey, omotio wetio don't. When they are saying that thing to you, there is an abuse. Omotio wetondon. Why tio she we? Why? Because the omotio wetondon lacks personal excellence. Why? Why will you be done without not taking your bath? Oh, sorry, for those of you that don't understand that. Why will you be done without taking your bath? Okay. That's personal excellence. Personal excellence is what you would do anywhere, whether in secret or in private. It is what you are one with. What you would do anywhere, whether in secret or in private, is what you are one with. You know, what you would do in your car is the same thing you would do in public transport, because you're already one with it. That's personal excellence. You are one with the act. If that, when you are in your car, you don't want anybody to drop anything in your car. Oh, please don't drop it. Oh, you know, you eat chocolate, you keep the wrapper, because you don't want to dirty your car. But when you are in public transport, you eat chocolate, but you throw the wrapper on the floor, then you are not personally excellent. You want your car to look good, because that means you are not one with that. You are not one with it. You want your house to look good, because performance excellence too is still a form of excellence. It's not being excellent at all. You want your house to look good, but when you are on the road, you don't care. You want your house to look good, but when you are in the office, you don't care. The way you use the restroom in your house may be different from the way you use the restroom in the office. Or the way you use the restroom in the office might be different from the way you use the restroom in. Whichever way, there's disparity. You know, you are not one with this thing. You can be something somewhere and be something else in another place. Then you are not personally excellent. If you're personally excellent, then you are the same thing everywhere. Everywhere. That's personal excellence. You are not just neat on the outside. You are neat from within. Nobody is seeing you. Nobody knows. You are not even living with anybody. Nobody might even see you. But how do you deal with your things in private when nobody is seeing you? When nobody is seeing you. Some rooms are clean until you open the wardrobe. The wardrobe is screaming for help, but the room is clean. I'm not deceived though. Brothers, want to marry wife? Look intently. You heard pastor's story about how he went to somebody's room and he saw her sitting down with pots and scraping the pots. Look intently. Maybe you just say, can I pick something for your wardrobe? Don't go and say that too. Just say, why are you getting too personal? But then, personal excellence. Time is running. So personal excellence is who you are, not just what you do. It's who you have become. You are one with that excellence. It's who you are. Let's move to performance excellence. Let's see Isaiah 12:5. Isaiah 12:5. It says, sing to the Lord, for he has done excellent things. This is known in all the earth. He has what? The first time, the Bible says he is excellent. Now, the Bible is talking about the things that he, being excellent, now does. He has done. The first one was about him, his person. This one is talking about him, is doing. He has done excellent things. Sing to the Lord, for he has done excellent things. And this is known in all the earth. So performance excellence is what you do, not just who you are. It's not just who you are, but it's what you do. It's what you do, not just who you are. It's how you do the things you do. It's how you do the things you do. If you want to know whether it's performance excellence or personal excellence, then there are some questions you will ask. Why am I doing the things I'm doing? Is it because of somebody? Why am I doing the things I'm doing? Why? Is why you are doing the things you do. How you do the things you do. How am I doing it? Thoroughly. Why am I doing it? What is motivating me to do this thing? That's performance excellence. Performance excellence is excellence because the demand is placed on you. 1. Because the demand is placed on you. 1. 2. Because of reputation. 3. Because you want to impress. So when you are dealing in performance excellence, you are excellent because a demand is placed on you to be excellent. So you work with an organization who will not take anything short of excellence. So because you work in that organization, you have to, and you don't want to lose your job, and you need the money. So you learn to be excellent. So when you are at work, you are excellent. You deliver value on the level of excellence at work. That's performance excellence. Because a demand is placed on you. When you're at work, you are excellent. Whether your underwear is dirty or not, your suit is neat. Because the company will not take anything less from you. Whether you speak rasply at home or not, at the office, your speech is seasoned, your English impeccable. Because the company will not take anything less from you. Whether you are rude or not, or you are saucy naturally or not, at work you have to be kind. You have to speak nicely. Because your company will not take anything less of you. And so you are delivering excellence, yes. You know, we are not talking about no excellence. We are talking about 2 kinds of excellence. We are not talking about no excellence. So both are forms of excellence, kinds of excellence. So you are delivering excellence. But you are delivering excellence because the demand has been placed on you to deliver. That's why you are delivering excellence. There is a demand placed on you to deliver. And because of the demand placed on you, you are delivering excellence. Or whether in church, you come to a church like CLC, which is an excellent church. And then, naturally, you don't see maybe you're in a unit like sanctuary keeping. All units are excellent. But maybe you're in a unit like, you see, sanctuary keepers. I feel if I was not a pastor in CLC, that's the unit I would join. Ambience, why are people looking at? Or maybe ambience. They that they are shouting glory, they won't take me. Oh. I carried a song, they quickly helped me. This one, Mommy, don't even bother. I saw it. I noticed. They didn't even allow my own voice to come out at all. Don't bother, ma. We are here to help you. Emma, the Holy Spirit service. But I know sanctuary keepers will take me wholeheartedly. Do you know that the chairs you are sitting on, sanctuary keepers actually measure those chairs? The spacing of the chair, they actually measure it. So all this, except from when flows happen, or when people that naturally, they are not so personally excellent, when they come and they just scatter it. I want to sit my own way, you know. That's some of the things we are correcting in church. But aside that, if you look at everything, it's well measured. Excellence. That's excellence. But do you know that there may be somebody, I'm not saying there is a sanctuary, I'm just saying, because of the preaching. Do you know that there may be somebody in sanctuary keepers, who is even the one in charge of the measuring? That, and then the Oga asks, Oga, everything is well done. I've measured it, is one this thing. I've measured everything, and the person is the one that is very diligent. When they are looking for the person that will measure, they will say, go and call Mr. Alade. Say yes. But when you get to Mr. Alade's house, his chairs are out of measure. They are measureless. The rug, the whole house is out of measure. It's measureless. But as a sanctuary keeper, it's fantastic. That's performance excellence. It's still a form of excellence because he's doing that. He's doing that because a demand is placed on him. His Oga won't take less. Even if the Oga will take less, pastor won't take less. Or those that clean the pulpit. Some of you need to come and preach on this place and see what I'm seeing. See what we see. This pulpit is always amazing. If I put my hand on it, as in I wish I could just call somebody up to come and see what I'm seeing. Well cleaned. They've cleaned it to the point that they've even scratched it. Well cleaned. But do you know the person that delivers that excellence to CLC pulpit? You might go to the person's house, and the house has no measure. Let me just put it that way. You will just, as you are entering the house, you just feel that, as you are entering the house, just feel like, I can't see very well again because cobwebs just welcomed you. Immediately you enter, they hugged you. Cobwebs. Say, they hug you. And then, when you enter the house, even the cushion, when you sit on the cushion, your pants or your skirt or whatever, your dress is stained with dust, even on cushion. But the person delivers excellence here. And the person might deliver excellence to the point that it even becomes a repetition. You say, Mr. Lade, forget it. He can clean for World Cup. But that's performance excellence because there's a demand placed on him. So, performance excellence is excellence because the demand is placed on you because of reputation. Because of reputation. You are gunning for something. That this is what, I want to become. This is how I want to be known. You are gunning for it. And then you walk towards what you are gunning for. That does not mean you are personally excellent. So you are gunning for something. You walk towards what you are gunning for. And then eventually you achieve it. You have the reputation. The most efficient staff in this organization is Mrs. Alex. I hope there's no Miss Alex in church. If you are in church, you are not the one I'm talking about. Another one. Mrs. Alex, that's the most efficient. Most efficient. Every time they do this thing, it's you they give the award. And the most efficient staff we have is Mrs. Alex. Mrs. Alex, and you carry your plaque. In fact, when we get to your house, it's full of those plaques of your award. But when it gets to running your house, even your children are tired. Mommy cannot even get something done. That efficiency is at work. And there are people like that. but they can't translate that which they are at work to the house or to anywhere else. Efficient at work, but efficient at work, but a source of headache in your unit in church. That's performance excellence. You are not one with it. Because if you are one with it, then you will deliver the same value everywhere, even to yourself. Everywhere. Everywhere. So you have the reputation. You gone for the reputation. You go for it. You get the reputation. You are excellent. But that's really not who you are. And the third one, to impress. I'm still talking about, I spoke about you when you are excellent because a demand is placed on you because of reputation and because you want to what? Impress. You know that you're young, you are single, and you are still believing God. You are young, you are single, you are searching. You're believing God for a life partner. Every day, you are well decked. Pink on point. Makeup, never to be caught on fresh. Makeup, everything. Pam, pam, pam. You see, the people I pity the most is guys. I just pity guys. What you ordered versus what you got is always with guys. Oh, it happens a lot with them. That what you have been dating since, when you get married, you find a different package. Bola, where is your eyelashes? Bola, where is your hair? Everything is fake. Even body, fake. You Christian brother, you can't discover. There's no way you will discover before marriage. So those are some of the prayer points you need to pray. That God, I need a revelation knowledge of this lady. Reveal her through and through to me. Every part of her, reveal it, Lord. I know I cannot see, I cannot search. It is not in man. I know I can't search these things out by myself, but Lord, help me know. Help me know. You get it? So, because she wants to impress the guys around her. I'm just giving that example. You want to impress the guys around you. Because you want one of them. How many of you, it's very rare for you to see a lady who is searching, who doesn't take care of herself. You package yourself well. Because truly you know that it's God that looks on the inside. Men look on the outside. So you package the outside, even though the inside might be something else. That's performance excellence, because you want to impress. And then when a good-looking brother, good-looking, not just good-looking, has money, tongue-speaking, devil-chasing, and then he's a CLC guy. And it now shows up around you. After the order of strange order of divine lifting. With his good car. Shows up around. When you know he shows up around you. The day he says, can I come and visit you today? You say, oh, it's okay. The day he comes to visit you, your house is excellent. From when the guy enters, he says, this place smells nice. Everything smells nice. Because you want to impress him. So that's a form of excellence. Everything looks nice. The kitchen is clean. The house is clean. No cobwebs. Everything arranged. Because it's coming. But when he has finally come in marriage, then the house begins to smell Iru. And he's wondering, what happened? What happened? What happened? You are not the girl that I married. She was all along. It was just performance, excellence. It's another form of excellence, but it's a lower form of excellence. This time is running. It's the excellence you exhibit that influences people's perception of you. It's the excellence you exhibit that influences people's perception of you. People think you are this because of your performance excellence. It exhibits it influences people's perception of you. And the thing is, you can actually have performance excellence. That's what, you see, the reason why performance excellence, they are both excellence, but the reason why performance excellence is a lower form of excellence is because you can actually have performance excellence without having personal excellence. But you cannot have personal excellence without having performance excellence. You can have performance excellence without having personal excellence. Because performance excellence is a demand is placed on you, your reputation, and then you want to impress. So you can get it done. You don't have to be personal. But because personal excellence is who you are, if you are personally excellent, you are automatically, if you have personal excellence, you automatically have performance excellence. Because that is what you have become. It's not what you are doing alone. It is what you are. What you are will translate to what you do. Who you are will translate to what you do. So you can have performance excellence without personal excellence, but you can't have personal excellence without performance excellence. And that's why what you've gone for is what? Personal excellence. That's what all this teaching is about. What you've gone for is personal excellence. And remember what I said. Imbibe it. You can start by being purposeful about it. Eventually, it will take you over, and then you will run on it on autopilot. Initially, like a lot of you, if you are making up your mind today that you want to be personally excellent, it won't just fall on you. It will start, like Pastor spoke last week, it will start with the training of excellence. That means you will be hard on yourself. Anything that doesn't look like it, you will not allow. No. I've worn this underwear for maximum 2 days. It's time to wash it. Even though something is telling you that could they dirty you? Could dirty. It's not dirty. That thing, you bind it. So it doesn't have to look dirty for me to wash it. You look at your socks. You have worn the socks for 2 days. Why 2 days, save? Meanwhile, if it's your children, the socks you wore to school, come on, go and wash it. You've worn your socks the first day. When you are tempted, when you pick it up and you say, it's even smelling like the cologne I used. Still no. It's not about when everybody can see. When it's bringing out lights, fire, that we know that it's dirty, still wash it. So you start that way. I don't leave my room without laying my bed. And I don't lay a dirty bedsheet. You put it on yourself. You are meticulous. Almost to the point of being finicky. You start that way. And you don't stop Consistency is the name of the game. You stay with it. Before long, the spirit of that thing you are doing will take you over. And then you will now begin to run on autopilot. Then you get into personal excellence. When you get into personal excellence, anything you do, you are excellent. Because it has become you. You have become one with it. Let me move to why personal excellence is better than performance excellence. Why personal excellence is better than performance excellence. Why personal excellence is better than performance excellence. I've said the first one. If you have personal excellence, you automatically have performance excellence. But you can have performance excellence without personal excellence. I've said that. Number 2, with performance excellence, you can easily sleep because you are putting up a performance. You can easily sleep because you are putting up a performance. It's not natural. But with personal excellence, you sleep only to excellence because that's who you are. In performance excellence, you can easily sleep. It's not who you are. So when you are having days, when you are sleeping, days that, okay. When you're having days that you are sleeping, you are not doing it, you have been doing it right for long, but one day something just happens. That means it's performance excellence. That's what performance excellence will do to you. There will be days of sleep because you are not one with it, because that's not you. Because you are trying to act. If I'm talking from my heart to you, I'm having a conversation with you, when nobody is looking and I'm just talking to you, it will be a flow. But if they tell me to come, and speak in front of everybody, and I'm acting, the same conversation we had, if I'm supposed to have that conversation, in front of everybody, because I'm trying to entertain everybody, because I'm doing it for people, it's possible for me to make 1 or 2 slips. Number 1, because the script have crammed it. So when you cram a script, there are times you might just make 1 or 2 slips because it's crammed. But how many of you are having conversations with your husband or conversations with your wife, and then you're having slips that, oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to say it. Okay, and the way you went about it, sorry, the way and manner you went about, sorry, the way and manner the person was there, or when it was happening here, because that's you. Because that's you. But when you are trying to perform, there is tendency that there might be sleeps. And God help you that the sleep and the error will not be a costly one. It might be because you are not one with what you are trying to do. You are not one with what you're trying to do. So with performance excellence, you can easily sleep because you are putting up a performance. It's not natural. When something is natural, that's you. That's you. I was talking to one of my dear daughters, Pastor Temi, in person. She lost her father-in-law. So she was talking to me. And she was like, Mommy, the family has given us all responsibility towards the burial. I was not like, what's your own responsibility and all that? She said, they said I should organize the guests and make sure everybody is fed. I was just laughing. I said, they did not give you responsibility. I said, organizing is your strength. She was just laughing. There can't be issues with that because that's what you do normally. Pastor Temi is organized. Kilode. And it's not performance excellence, it's personal excellence. At least I've been to every nook and cranny of, for me to say this, I've been to every nook and cranny of her house and her life. Save. She's organized. I remember when she was still living with me. I traveled, and then I went to Ibadan. Then Davida was a baby, so that was a long time ago. When she was still living with me, of course, that was a very long time ago. So I traveled, I went to Ibadan with Davida. So from there, we're supposed to go to Lagos. So I went to public transport with Davida then. So the plan was, Pastor was supposed to come and pick me in Ibadan, and then we'll go to Lagos. So I just packed, since I was going by public transport, I packed just a few things, and then I told her to pack the box for Davida and I. So to bring, so when that pastor is coming with his car, he will bring my order so that I don't have to carry, a lot of things and all. So I just told her like that. So she said, so she packed my box and then sent it to me. The day I opened the box, I first closed the back. Then I called my husband. I said, Kilode, she bank in the box. The diapers was arranged in one part. Everything. In just one box, she created compartments. How she compartmentalized the box till tomorrow, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Papa. And it's not performance excellence, because you might think that she's doing it for a pastor, so she had to put that up. That's how she has compartmentalized her life. That's why during retreat, I had to tell her to teach on organization, because I know it's her strength. So for someone like that, when they now tell you that organize guests, for someone like that, there can be issues because you are used to it. You have done it so much that you have become proficient. Because the truth of the matter is what you do over and over again, what you are one with, you become proficient in. And when you become proficient in something, the margin of error is limited. It's very small, if it is there at all. If it is there at all. If it is there at all. They tell you to talk, you that on a normal day, at home you are saucy. You will abuse the life of everybody. Very saucy at home. Then, you're a customer care representative. You become a customer care representative. And so you have to start doing, hello, ma. How can I help you, ma? And especially if you're a customer care representative in bank or if it has to do with all these networks, you're in trouble. One of my dear daughters who worked there at some point was gisting me. Someone can just call you on the phone and just say nonsense. Someone can just call you. The person is saying, okay, how can I help? A customer care representative. Hello, my name is Samson. I'm your customer. So how can I help you? He said, so you are the Glow customer care. Like, sorry, sir. And you still have to keep your cool. Sorry, sir. What's the problem, sir? If there's a problem, we can help you fix it. I know ori ti daru. Oh, what me te jala no? Iwo to sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gan ori ti daru. And you still have to keep your calm. Say, yes, sir. It's all right, sir. If there's a problem, we'll fix it. We'll be willing to fix your problem for you, sir. And then the man insults your entire life, and you still say, what's the problem? But if you are not one with it, as he's abusing you, I think I became bar lining you. King, because something just went wrong, sir. We're having technical issues for like 5 days. Let him see what it will be if he cannot call. And maybe 1 or 2 times you have done it. But the day you will do it to the person that you should not do it too. And they will just say, who is Miss or Mrs. so and so? You just undo your sack letter. Because you have done it in places where there are connections above. But you won't make that mistake if normally. Or let me talk about ushers in church. If normally you know how to talk to people, you are excellent in human relations, in handling people. You are excellent, proficient in it. Because you have allowed the Spirit of God work in you, personal excellence. Because the Spirit of God that gives you personal excellence. You have allowed the Spirit of God work in you to the point that you have, your spirit man is bearing fruit of the regenerated, after the order of the regenerated human spirit, the fruits of the Spirit. So you have, you have done that. You are spirit controlled already. And then somebody comes. You come to church. And then you say, you're welcome, ma. Please sit down. And the person says, person is chewing gum. I hope I did it well. Things happen in church. There's one, for those of you that heard the one pastor said about the person that he was in the church. He said he saw it. It happened where he was. Where the usher was, telling somebody, trying to seat somebody. And the person used the B word on the usher. You are a B word on the usher. Some ushers, which is just performance excellence. I'm here because a Ghana said I should be here. My last born is your mate. And I will discipline you the way I discipline my last born. Me, I can't take disrespect. When you're getting to the point where you're performing like that, there is no personal excellence. Because Pastor said, even that case, that after he said, what? And the usher was still smiling. Those kind of is wow. Those kind of things don't just happen. It's that you have worked on yourself from within. It has become you. It has become you. One of my dear daughters, one 2 left leg boy was harassing her. Precious daughter to me. So I said, give me the phone. MAP abused the boy. When I was done, she said, Mommy, you spoke to the boy as if you were talking to Davida. I started with my friend. Said, I said, boo. Said, my friend, if you ever call this number again, so and so, you hear me, Mr. Man? And I put it there. She said, Mommy, that was exactly how you would have spoken to Davida. Because those are the highest person I will raise my voice on is Davida, and that's my daughter. They are the ones that I raise the highest tempo of my voice. You will hear it with them. No other person. You can't catch me. I can't. That I will now be cursing. It's not in me. That I come, that was what even James was saying. That from the same mouth comes blessing and cursing. He thought not to be so. As in he himself was shocked. That natural things are able to understand spiritual things. That can brackish water and clean water come out from the same place. This is that you are nice in church. You know how to say, oh, bless God, bless you, ma, bless you, ma. But when you are provoked, another thing comes out. That's not personal excellence. So with performance excellence, there will be what? There will be sleeps because it's not you. It's just normal. It's not natural. The sleeps might not be every day, but one day there will still be an error because it's not you. It's not natural. And we pray that the day that the error comes, it won't be a costly mistake. Don't say amen. Just have personal excellence. Number 3, in performance excellence. In performance excellence, you will cave in under pressure because pressure brings out what is in you. You will cave in under pressure, similar to what we just spoke about. When you are under performance excellence, what you cannot undo is what? Pressure. What you can't undo is pressure. Because pressure, what pressure does is that it brings out what is in you. If I take foam and I soak the foam with water, and the foam retains the water, there are some very thick foams that will retain the water. It won't come out. If I put pressure on that foam, the water will come out. Without pressure, it might look as if there's no water in that foam. Especially if it's a very thick foam, it will retain the water. All I need to expose the water that is inside the foam is to put pressure. With performance excellence, you will cave in under pressure. But the funny thing about personal excellence that is so beautiful? Pressure is a strengthener for personal excellence. If you want to grow, pressure for personal excellence is what makes personal excellence grow more. It grows more. You become better in it, more proficient in it. Pressure. But pressure for performance excellence destroys it. It always destroys it. Because when pressure is put, a lot of pressure is put on performance excellence, the real you will come out. You that on a normal day, you are not neat. Or maybe you are not clean, whichever one. You do fine makeup. You've not taken your bath. You make your hair. But the other hairs on your body, you leave them unattended to. And you are still single. You are single, but you can't shave. You are single, but you don't bathe regularly. And you are single. When you get married, strike one. Then you give birth to Judea. You are still trying to keep up. But it's in your leg. Small. By the time you give birth to Judea, James, and Janet, your husband will not recognize you again. And then you say you are having issues in your marriage. Why won't you have issues in your marriage? Normally, you didn't used to bathe, but you would dress up and look good, but you don't bathe regularly. Now, that as one is crying for food, the other one is shouting. In the morning, you are going to church, trying to get ready. One is shouting for food. Mommy, I'm hungry. Why are you dressing up? The other one is saying, Mommy, I'm done poo-pooing. The third one is saying, all of them calling for your attention at the same time. At the same time, work is calling you. Everything, your unit in church, you need to be in. By that time, pressure has scattered you. By the time you are showing up in church, you are showing up in church like someone that has escaped from the museum. Say, Mrs. Badejoko. I hope if there's anybody like that, you know the one I'm talking about. Miss Badejoko. You look unkempt. The children look unkempt, and then your husband is wondering. He's sad. He doesn't like coming home. The whole house is scattered. And he's thinking in his mind, but when I married you, you were not like that. It's the pressure that has come on performance excellence. And performance excellence is caving in. But if there was personal excellence, when pressure comes on personal excellence, it forces you to grow more. Because there's no growth in personal excellence without pressure. Pressure and personal excellence. I won't like Karen, they love each other. Because pressure is what makes personal excellence grow. So as those new responsibilities are coming, you are holding on to the things you know how to do well. And then you are seeing new possibilities of multitasking. I always say this. If a dirty person has a house girl or a maid, a dirty person, someone that is not neat, even with the maid, let the maids be 5, they will still be dirty. Because you don't even know what to enforce. You don't know what to get the maid done. What to let the maid get done. And the maid, every maid is eventually a reflection of the boss. So if you are very dirty, the maid will just be playing. There are houses that there are maids there now, and they see amala pots and semo pots under the cupboard. Because you don't know what, when you enter a place and the place is dirty, you don't know what to enforce. That my kitchen cannot be dirty like this. Please clean it up. You don't know what to enforce because you yourself, you are not a neat person. No matter the amount of help you have, you will still be dirty. But personal excellence. Things are getting more. Okay, 3 kids and everything. Okay, maybe I need a help because I'm not against the help. Let me get somebody and everything. You get one more person, you employ somebody to work under you, help you in this area. Things are running smoothly. As you are expanding, you know what to do because your life is organized. So pressure. Performance excellence will cave in under pressure. But personal excellence will not. In performance excellence, you tire out easily because it's not natural. All your faculties are alert for you to perform. But in personal excellence, you don't tire out because it's you. So that means that performance excellence is mentally and physically draining. Performance excellence is mentally and physically draining. Personal excellence is not. You remember the analogy I gave you about the car? Because initially I was performing, it had not become personal. I had not become one with it. It was mentally and physically draining. When I drive then, you will not have driven. I'll say, oh, Remy. My mom say, kilo sheno. I say, Mutin drive lataro. Mutin drive lataro. Say, but when you driving what dishe? Say, kini on sheshe. Mutin drive lataro. Because, I was trying to keep up. But the moment it became natural, once it becomes natural, driving is a form of relaxation. For those of you that drive, driving becomes a form of relaxation. You just want to relax, then you just drive around. It calms your nerves. You want to think, then you just drive around. It calms your nerve. You want to clear your head, not add to the stress of your head. You want to clear your head, then you just drive around. It calms your nerves. And that's how it is with performance excellence. The things you are doing. Sometimes you come back from work. You come back from working in church. And you are just depleted and tired. Mentally and physically stressed. It could be because what you are delivering, the excellence you are delivering, is still on performance level. But when it gets to personal level, You are so used to it, it becomes one with you. What is one with you does not seem like work. You know that level when work becomes like play. I rarely wash plates because I have people, that help me do stuff. But I was telling one of them, I said, my favorite house chores to do is to wash plates. Somebody is saying, eh? As in, I love when I was growing up, when I was in university, I would just pack all the plates. Just pack everything. A lot, pots. It makes me think. I get lost in thoughts. I just love it. It never stresses me. Because I've become one with it. It never stresses me. Do you know there are some people that washing of clothes that is stressful to you, that's their favorite pastime. I'm just saying that to help you see that work can become like rest when you become one with it. Some work can, so other people is work, but to you it becomes rest. My mom loved, now she doesn't do much of that, but she loved washing. And she tells me, she says, it's the way she relaxes. Personal excellence. It's the way she relaxes. When I start having my kids, when she comes to my house, I'll say, no. Early days then, they didn't have much help. And I'll say, no, let me wash their clothes. And all that. Okay, I actually had help. But I used to love washing my kids' clothes by myself. I didn't used to like using washing machine because I feel when they were babies and all that, it would expand the clothes and all that. So I like to use my hand. And she'll come and we'll be fighting over it. She'll say, Joe. It's like you are depriving her of something. Then I told her, I said, Mommy, let me buy a washing machine for you. She said, no, that I love washing. I'm just trying to say, don't say her. I'm just trying to tell you that for some people, there's work. When you get used to it, when you have become one with it, can stop becoming, can be work without the stress of work, can become like rest. Can become like rest. There are some things that you think is work. For some people, it's their favorite pastime. Example is Lara with cooking. As in, I cook, yes. But by the time I've cooked like 3-4 soups, even me, I know I've cooked. When I enter the room, I'll just lie down on the bed. I'll say, oh, Remy. 4 soups inside the freezer. I've worked. That's even apart from going to the market with Tito. Because that one, I'll get someone to do. Lara with pregnancy. I called her. With pregnancy, I said, help me go to the market. Let me buy this. I want to cook. I want to cook egusi, ogbono, fish stew, meat stew, ewedu, what again? Eforiro. How many is that? That's 6. So I said, so she went to the market. So she said, Mommy, my buying said, I said, Njeka just say. That's what I told you, that we'll cook it together. So I had photo shoot. I went for the photo shoot. I said, Mumba, the photo shoot, Mama, join. I got to the kitchen. The whole 6 soups were cooked. I said, how can somebody like to be cooking like this? And her husband is not fat. Please sit down. I'm telling you, she lived with me. I see the way she cooks. Does cooking stress you? Is it not your favorite pastime? Because me, I know. I can ask you because I know. She's just singing. She's just happy. You can see she's relaxing. That's work. Please sit down. If somebody else was supposed to do one, just cook stew alone. After the stew, Emma for welcome me. Otiremi. So I'm trying to say how work can be less stressful. It can be work. And that's how it can be. The things you do. Oh, a customer care representative. You know, some of the things you do that you enjoy doing in church, some people are making money out of it outside. It's some people's work that is stressing them. But you do it seamlessly in church. Because what is happening is, because that thing you are doing is already translating to personal excellence. And so it's getting less stressful. Less stressful. It's getting less stressful. So personal excellence, it doesn't, when you do a lot of work, but you are not drained mentally and physically. But with performance excellence, you are drained mentally and physically. And finally, in performance excellence, you can't keep up. You know why? Your level of personal excellence will eventually give you away. You can't keep up. Your level of personal excellence will eventually give you away. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. In performance excellence, time is a threatening factor. Time is a threatening factor. Just the same way pressure is also a threatening factor. In performance excellence, time is a threatening factor. You get, in performance excellence, just the same way pressure is a threatening factor. In performance excellence, another thing that is a threatening factor is time. But in personal excellence, time, that same time, is a strengthening factor. In performance excellence, time is a threatening factor. In personal excellence, time is a what? Strengthening factor. Just the same way with pressure. So in performance excellence, it's just a matter of time. Your level of personal excellence will give you away. It's just a matter of time, no matter what you are doing. You're at work, no matter what you are doing, your level of personal excellence will soon give you away. Because time is a threatening factor. It's just a matter of time. But in personal excellence, time is a strengthening factor. Because the more you keep doing that thing, the more you get proficient in it. So time now becomes what? A strengthening factor. Time becomes a strengthening factor. The more you are doing it, remember what we said about pressure. The pressure of performance excellence, will lead to exposure. The pressure of personal excellence will lead to growth. Same thing with time. Time in personal performance excellence is a threat. Time in personal excellence is a strength. Because over time, you get more proficient. The things you've known how to do, you see better ways, newer ways to do it. You discover easier ways to get it done. Time is always a blessing. But when it's just that you want to perform, you are not learning it and imbibing it to become one with it. Eventually, time will give you away. Rise to your feet this morning. I know Daddy will still talk on the spirit of excellence. But I just want to give you 2 minutes. Just speak to the Lord and say, Lord, baptize me with the spirit of excellence. In everything I taught this morning, I didn't think about no excellence. I just taught you about the 2 kinds of excellence. Personal excellence and performance excellence. Just speak to the Lord and say, Lord Jesus, baptize me with the spirit of excellence. Baptize me with the spirit of excellence. And much more, Lord, personal excellence. Give me the discipline. Help me to discipline myself. Not to do things for show, but to do excellent things to better myself. To better myself. Speak to the Lord. He's hearing you.